Hey Wyatt, thanks so much for taking the time. Congratulations on this movie. I've been saying, I know it's called Weekend in Taipei, but I could spend a whole week in Taipei, man. I had a really good time watching this movie. So congrats and thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Look, man, what's it been like? This is such, first of all, it's such a fun movie, such a great movie, and your character
Thank
is
you.
so dynamic. It's not just a single note. You're the kid in the film. There's so much that your character does in this movie. So, what's the reaction been like for you so far?
Yeah, first film, it's been really exciting to see just like how the movies are made because I grew up watching movies. And yeah, it definitely heightens the magic and it ruins some of the magic for me.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Now, like
Yeah.
growing up, what were your go-to films? What were the movies that you liked the most that you would find rewatching?
That's a great question. I would have to say, I mean, I love Interstellar. That I could literally watch all the time. And I also love La La Land. I love that movie as well.
La La Land's great. Now,
Yeah.
when you got, the part here and you go into the script and you see what is required from you from this movie, because it's not just, a regular film where you're just sitting and talking. There's a lot going on here. What were you most excited to tackle in the film, and what were you most nervous about?
Mm. I think that I think I was most excited and nervous for this one scene where Sung is just beating me and I've like fake blood everywhere and he like points a gun to my head and I was like and like when I was reading that I was like yeah this is gonna be a very fun scene to shoot. Yeah.
What do you remember about that scene shooting it?
Yeah, I remember that George Huang, he came up to me and he was like, he's gonna kill you. And like so like I literally just started crying during that because like I imagine like what it would be like if my father actually like actually like beat me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a that was the part of the movie to where I wasn't sure about Kwong, the character at first. Like, I
Mm.
kind of I don't like him, and then I kind of understand him, and
Yeah.
then I really don't like him in that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but it's layered. And I think that's what makes this movie so much fun is that there are so many layers to the performance. Talk though about working with veteran actors like Sung and like Luke, and what you learned from them. This being your first project,
Yeah, I mean, like I know I saw Luke Evans playing Gaston and Beauty and the Beast, and then
so good.
Of course, sung in the Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, so it's like just like when I met them in real life, they were really nice people. Yeah, yeah, it's really nice to connect with them.
Did you find something that you went into thinking, I don't know, did you go in thinking like this is how the movie is made and this is, the timeline is going to be, and then you got in there and you were really shocked by, oh, this is how they do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there was a scene where we were all crammed in this one red Ferrari, and to the audience it looks like we're going really fast and high stakes. I mean, of course there were high stakes, but like in real life there's actually an LED screen and we were on a set and the car literally wasn't moving at all. And there's a person underneath like moving the car, so they looked like we were moving, and, like flashing lights and fans, and yeah, they actually didn't have any air conditioning in the car, so it's really hot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a memorable but sometimes unpleasant experience.
Yeah.
And then going through the story of it, did you find when you were reading the script, and I don't know, this being your first film, did you try to break down who this character was? Because what's great about the character you play is he's very altruistic and he has this belief
Mhm.
system at such a young age where he is compelled to do something that I feel like someone that age normally wouldn't do. So did you find an entry point to the character that made you understand him?
Yeah, yeah. So like while I was reading the script, he's obviously a very smart person, and he's also very brave. I mean, I know he takes like a motorcycle and just drives to his stepfather's house to steal the ledger, but he ends up getting kidnapped and beaten. But 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 yeah, I definitely resonated with Raymond a lot. Yeah.
Well, you were great in the movie, and I really, really enjoyed your performance and the entire film as it was. So, Wyatt, thank you so much for taking the time, and congrats again.
Thank you. Thank you.